Morning, at the entrance of the Death Sands sub-instance in the Forest of Divine Bones, at the border of Dragon Nation and Taki Nation. Lu Fang and his team arrive at the portal, guarded by soldiers. Without hesitation, he steps forward and enters the glowing gateway. On the other side, his companions express excitement. One of them is amazed that they are the first to challenge a national-level dungeon, and can't believe how incredible this moment is. Another acknowledges that without Lu Fang, they never would have had this chance. Meanwhile, someone casually wonders if there will be suitable ingredients for cooking. Lu Fang, however, notices something unusual: a Taki Nation flag in the distance. Suspicion grows in his mind as he questions why they are here. As the group proceeds, a woman smirks, explaining that ever since they started constructing the teleportation array here, the other side has been sending reinforcements. However, their numbers are limited, so there's no need to worry too much. Soon after, a familiar woman emerges from the portal. Guleashi. The group is taken aback, greeting her with surprise and respect. They didn't expect their teacher to be here. Guleashi reassures them, explaining that the academy was concerned about potential dangers, so she was sent to assist. She tells them not to hesitate if they encounter any trouble. Lu Fang acknowledges the academy's foresight, while another student thanks her for looking after them. Meanwhile, a few onlookers grumble about how elite students seem to receive special treatment. Guleashi takes the lead, guiding Lu Fang and his team toward the entrance of the dungeon sub-instance. The path ahead is ominous, lined with massive skeletal remains. As they reach the portal, she turns to Lu Fang with a smirk, telling him to enjoy this well-earned moment of reward. He responds with a confident smile. Stepping through the glowing gateway, the scene shifts. Lu Fang arrives in the Death Sands sub-instance. As Lu Fang steps into the Death Sands sub-instance, he is immediately met with resistance. A fierce guardian stands in his path, battle-worn but still radiating a menacing aura. He didn't expect this dungeon to have a gatekeeper. Before he can act, one of his teammates steps forward confidently, insisting that they will handle this enemy. Lu Fang questions if they are certain, but they assure him that he's not the only one who has been growing stronger these past 2 months. The opponent, a level 65 elite undead, unleashes a devastating skill, channeling death energy into a vicious strike that deals heavy physical damage and inflicts a weakening effect. One of them activates Water Blade Split, summoning 4 torrents of water that ensnare the enemy. The powerful ability freezes the undead in place, restricting its movements and slowing its attacks. One of Lu Fang's teammates engages in close combat, parrying the monster's deadly strike with precision. Another teammate swiftly takes action, activating Water Depth Blade Frost Moon Slash. Her blade glows with icy energy as she delivers a powerful strike, freezing the enemy solid and reducing its mobility by 30%. The frozen monster struggles against the effect, but is unable to move freely. Seizing the opportunity, another teammate chants an incantation, summoning Star Radiance Annihilation. A brilliant golden aura surrounds her as she channels immense energy into her weapon. She unleashes a fiery explosion that engulfs the battlefield. The divine flames sear through the frozen enemy, amplifying the damage and reducing its defenses even further. Lu Fang praises his teammates for their flawless execution. They managed to defeat a high-level elite enemy without sustaining injuries, something that would be unheard of for most level 30 fighters. One of them explains that knowing how much stronger Lu Fang has become pushed everyone to train even harder over the past 2 months. They didn't want to be left behind and worked tirelessly to improve their skills. Another teammate playfully asks if their teamwork was seamless enough, emphasizing that they have the strength to fight alongside him and won't be a burden. Lu Fang acknowledges their growth, impressed by their progress. He notes that being able to defeat such a high-level enemy at their current stage would be a remarkable feat, even among top students in the Dragon Capital Academy. However, his eyes narrow. Something has caught his attention. Suddenly, Lu Fang unleashing Serpent's Fang, summoning a barrage of 12 magical projectiles, each dealing heavy damage. One of his companions, caught off guard, calls out to him in shock as the attack unfolds. A massive wave of elite enemies rushes toward them, their monstrous figures cloaked in an eerie red aura. In an instant, 8 elite monsters are wiped out. His teammates watch in disbelief, realizing the vast gap between their strength and his. Lu Fang stands tall, surrounded by a fierce crimson aura. He grips his weapon with confidence, declaring that he won't let anything harm his important companions. One of them, still processing what just happened, feels like a joke in comparison to his strength. Meanwhile, another teammate suddenly remembers something and excitedly asks about Lu Fang's dragons. Since they've all grown stronger, wouldn't it be time for them to level up too? Lu Fang scratches his head with a wry smile, admitting that he recently acquired a new dragon. Lu Fang's teammates are in disbelief. He now has 6 dragons. They excitedly urge him to summon his new companion, eager to see it in action. Someone jokingly asks if it's the rumored, adorably fierce type. Feeling pressured, Lu Fang sighs and decides to go along with it. He reassures himself he can always send it back. As he begins the summoning, dark storm clouds gather, and the sky is suddenly filled with violent purple lightning. Before they can react, bolts of lightning strike down, forcing his teammates to brace themselves. Lu Fang's new dragon arrives in the most dramatic way possible. With a deafening roar, it descends, surrounded by an explosion of purple lightning, causing the ground to crack under its sheer power. His teammates watch in awe and slight fear. One of them wonders if it always makes such an over-the-top entrance. Lu Fang sighs, wondering if his dragon could just be a little less excessive. Before he can regain control of the situation, the dragon unleashes thunderstorm wrath, raining devastating lightning bolts upon the battlefield. As Lu Fang watches the aftermath, realization dawns on him. This isn't just any dragon, this might be connected to something far greater. With lightning crackling around him, his suspicions grow. Could this be the power of the Blue Dragon King? With a thunderous roar, Lu Fang's blue dragon unleashes its full power, lightning surging wildly as it descends onto the battlefield. The dragon unleashes Blue Dragon King's thunderous charge, sending an electrified shockwave forward that stuns and damages all enemies in its path. The attack triggers dragon speech resonance, a unique phenomenon connected to ancient draconic power. The battlefield is suddenly filled with an eerie chorus of voices, whispering in an unknown language of dragons. Lu Fang's suspicions are confirmed. His dragon isn't just any ordinary beast. Its power traces back to the Blue Dragon King himself. As the dust settles, Lu Fang sees a new system notification: his blue dragon has just leveled up. Meanwhile, the battlefield remains littered with destruction, and a new mission objective appears: collect fragments of the retreat map of the Fog Monarch to locate his hidden treasure. With only 1/500th pieces found, this is just the beginning of another challenge.
This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.